Okay, I've been trying to get over here to visit my clients. They were awesome. They just bought a house here in Corpus Christi, and I wanted to share their journey, and I titled it Musical Homes and the journey of finding the right one, and also titled it Honesty and Honesty and Cooperation or something like that, where we could journey together and find the right home. But I like including them because they can share what they went through and how we had to get to know each other and how their search changed, and we had to go on this journey. I say musical homes because we went from home to home trying to figure out what was the best fit. So I want to introduce them. Kevin and Teri, say hello.
Hey.
Hi. Are you guys in that? Can they see you well? Is that lighting good? Oh, that lighting is good. Okay, so I wanted to introduce you guys because when you contacted me online, you found me, right? You contacted me directly. Yeah. So that's the beauty. They actually chose me, so it made it a lot easier for me to work with them, so I didn't have to convince them that they could trust me. So anyway, they chose me online, and they were new to the area, and they originally were looking in the Bay Area, different price range, different type of home near the water, and tell them a little bit about what you were thinking at that time because you didn't know Corpus.
No. No, we were moving from a different city. We just wanted to be as close to the water as possible, but we hadn't even thought about the island or anything like that, so we were just looking around in town.
You saw it was close to the bay, so you thought, okay, well, it's close to the bay, and these are cute little houses.
Yeah, we knew we wanted 3 bedrooms and a big open living area and a big kitchen.
And a garage because
of the car.
They have a cool car that they work on. Now, I wanted to make the point that what happened in our journey together is they said, well, we're looking for at least 2 bedrooms, ideally 3, and we were in a lower price range. And so fortunately they trusted me, and I said, well, if you can just tell me what you could spend comfortably, if you found exactly what you wanted, then that helps me know what I can do for you. And so they were willing to do that. And so they were honest with me. Some people are afraid to go, well, I have this much money, they think I'm gonna try to max them out or something. But we grew in this relationship of trust. And so we kept looking, and basically those houses where we were originally looking, they really didn't work.
No, they ended up being way too small.
Too small, too rickety.
Well,
too rickety.
They fit the bill. They did have this. They did have the rooms we were looking for. They did have the amenities we were looking for, but they just wouldn't work. I don't think our furniture would have even fit in the bedrooms. I mean, it just, once you got there in person, because we were 4 hours away, so we had to pack as many viewings in a day as we could.
Right.
And so it just turned out that what we saw online was not what we saw in person.
And so, and did I say?
So you did a lot of videos for us, and that helped.
So I think, was it at that point that I came and I said, let me look on the island for you, and I started doing videos and said, maybe you should try this, or how did that
after
go?
our first visit
you had
down
said,
here.
have you looked on the island? And we said, no, we didn't think we could afford it. And you said, I think maybe you can.
Right.
And so,
and so since they were out of town, I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for homes in your price range that are, seem like they could work. And so I'd get video and take pictures and give them an honest opinion. And some of them I'm like, yeah, these are kind of like grungy, or, I think you guys knew that I wasn't going to, I told them not to come a few times because I'm like, yeah, it's not worth it. I thought I'd find a house and then I'd think they need to come visit, to see it. And then I go, no, don't bother yet.
Yeah. And we didn't have to have something turnkey. It didn't have to be move-in ready specifically. We were just hoping to not have to do a lot to it.
Right.
Fixtures, paint, we didn't mind that so much, but...
And then when it came to negotiating the home, and you had it down to this one and another one that wasn't even as nice, but for some reason you were thinking, well, maybe it's a better deal. But when we talked about it, you realized, after we broke it down and we saw, remember that other one? It was like $119 a square foot, and it was dingy, and it was cheap. And
yeah, you recommended this one over the other one.
And the reason behind it was, it
was more for our dollar than what the other house was going to provide.
Right. So, some realtors don't give advice, some realtors don't, whatever, but I try to do that because they don't know. I see hundreds and hundreds of homes, and I'm not trying. I told them, I said, look, if you don't buy this home, that's fine. If you have peace not buying it, that's fine, but let me break this down for you. I said, you've got this other home that's really not as good of a value, and it's not as well built, it's not as well maintained, it's not as clean. And here you have one that's got a good builder, you've got, you know, someone willing to put in HVAC, you've got a decent roof, it looks good, and one owner, and it's like, wow, you know, it wasn't like I was pushing them and I had to make a sale, but they realized, wait a minute, what you're telling me is true, right?
You had said that it would appraise higher, and it did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was dead set on some things, and we
Realized.
called the seller and worked
Yeah.
things out, and so you were right.
Yeah, we were at the point where we were negotiating the deal, and they were still kind of uncomfortable. They're new to the area, and I didn't hold it against them, but I said, hey, I can't say anything else to the seller because there's nothing else I can say. Just give it to me for less. You know, so I said, why don't you talk to them, the seller, who happened to be the listing agent. But even so, with the permission of agents and sellers, I've done this in the past, where we just have to get comfortable with each other and go, okay, I just need to have peace of mind. So they ended up talking to the seller, who was the agent, and they realized, you know what, this is a good thing. And I had warned them, I said, hey, you know, if you wait too long, people are going to do what we did. They're going to see all the 20 other houses in this price range, and they're all going to have the same conclusion that we have, and they're going to come back and you're going to have multiple offers on this house, because this house is a steal for what it has to offer. And sure enough, what happened that night after we got our deal negotiated?
She got another offer. Yeah.
Yeah, not only did she got a backup offer. It's not like they just were talking about putting in an offer, but we secured our deal just in time because these people wanted it bad enough to even write up a backup offer. So I wanted to share this with them to help other realtors, help other buyers, understand that, you know, ideally your realtor knows what they're doing, and you can be honest and open with them, usually. And that will help them do a better job for you, because fortunately, Terry and Kevin, they trusted me. And
Yeah, and I think that we would have left you if we didn't feel like you weren't being honest with us and didn't hear us. Because you took us to see some houses that I said, I want to see this house, and you were like, I don't think you're going to like it. And you took me anyway. So
Right. For your peace of mind. I said,
Yeah.
even if I show you houses to confirm what you don't like, I've done a good job.
Yeah, because that one house, I was certain that was going to be the one, and it wasn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
So even though I grumbled, I said, I'm grumbling. And I admitted it. I didn't pretend like I didn't grumble, but I was grumbling, and I said, okay, but I'm still going to do it because you need to know for your peace of mind. So anyway, hopefully that helps you guys, and have a great day. Yay.